Time is now 5:12. Welcome back to Go. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and all month long, we've been sharing stories of those impacted by the disease after I shared my breast cancer diagnosis back in March. And this morning, 3 News' Brianna Dahlquist has more information about a place that provides free services to those affected by cancer.
So I remember specifically a time where I just had the word cancer, cancer, cancer just going through my head. I couldn't get it out. I just started driving because I didn't want to go over a friend's house. I didn't want to go to families. I didn't want to eat. It was just like a broken record.
Even with the support of her family and friends, Keisha Campbell says she felt isolated and alone after being diagnosed with breast cancer.
And then I remember the gathering place. So I came and I sat in the parking lot for about 20 minutes before I had the courage to get out of the car. And then as soon as I walked and felt those, walked on the bricks, because on the bricks they have all the survivors and people who donated, and I literally just felt like it was a sanctuary. I felt at peace, I felt safe.
The gathering place has been serving Northeast Ohio for more than 2 decades now. CEO Michelle Serranian says the work that her and her staff do for families touched by cancer isn't just mundane. For her, it's personal.
I met the gathering place when it very first opened, when my 4-year-old daughter, Alik Topalian, was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, which is very rare in children. They gave her a 20% chance of survival. I came to the gathering place for many reasons, and one of them was to see where there are better places for her to be treated. Who are the experts in that disease? And Eileen Cohen, who's the medical librarian here, did research and came back and said, it's at Fred Hutchinson in Seattle, Washington.
Serranian says her goal now is to ensure the same level of care that she received is available to everyone, but especially to underserved communities.
And that's the point that I want to make. We want to be in the community. I'm so grateful for Sydney and the work that she's doing in the community.
The gathering place is making all those impacted by cancer not only feel seen, but covered as well. And that's why Sydney Beeman says all of their services are absolutely free, regardless if you have insurance or not.
We want to make sure that folks realize we are able to deliver these things free of charge, and so that does not matter to us. We want to make sure people have what they need to get through something they did not invite into their lives, that they didn't ask for, they didn't want it.
Carl Cooks works at the Friendly Inn through Project Save and knows firsthand how cancer disproportionately affects African Americans more than any other ethnic group. He says his mission is to bridge the gap to better care, and he's making sure that everyone knows help is available.
So it's a very high percentage in our community. We are in the inner city, a high percentage of poverty, and we as Project Save, that's where we need to be. We want to uplift our citizens so they can have a conversation with Sydney, so they can feel comfortable talking about the Big C, talking about anything.
And during October, if you make a donation of $10 or more to the gathering place to support their services for people with cancer, you will receive one of the Do-it-for-Danielle pink ribbons. Just scan the QR code on your screen to make a donation, or go to WKYC.com/do-it-for-Danielle for all the details. So we have